Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is James Bremisa of the Brew Show, and I'm here bringing you some exciting content from the world of sports. And this time, I'm here to focus on Manchester United and England forward Mason Greenwood. For those of you who are unaware, Mason Greenwood has recently been cleared of all charges with regards to sexually abusing or assaulting his then girlfriend Harriet Robson, and this incident cost him give or take a year of his football career and life. And today I want to ask, should Manchester United keep Mason Greenwood as an active member of their squad, or should they allow him to go on to pastures new? But before I tell you my opinion, I want you to hear from other Red Devils so that they can share their 2 cents on the matter. Enjoy.
Right, so on the Mason Greenwood situation, yeah, what do we know so far? What we know so far is the boy had a series of allegations leveled against him, serious allegations, right? So allegations of rape and coercion and exploitation, serious allegations leveled against him. A criminal investigation had started with the Manchester police. It's been going on for about a year. He had been suspended by Manchester United, also suspended by various sponsors and whatnot. And let's just say a few days ago, he was cleared of most of these charges. So he's an innocent man as things stand, and possibly he may have a cause to return to football, to return to the club. The club has started their own investigations post the police dropping the charges against Mason Greenwood to ascertain to their next line of action. See, we can't judge, we can't play judge and jury as bystanders. What we do know as to why the reasons the case has been dropped is because witnesses to the case have withdrawn, as well as new evidence besides the incriminating evidence we had earlier seen, which sort of suggests that he may be in the wrong. But then new evidence have come to the fore, and after putting all these things together, the police don't think that it's worth a case that should go on trial. Despite all that we saw, the fact that there are new evidence to the case that we are not privy to suggests that we don't know it all. And once we don't know the full story, none of us can sit on the sidelines as fans or the general public and actually pass judgment on Mason Greenwood. We can't say he's guilty. All we can say is that he's a free man, for whatever that may imply. Just assuming that he may have done any of the things that was alleged against him that he actually did, none of us would want any lady, any friend, any sister, any relative of us to go through such an ordeal, for which the young man, I'm sure he deeply regrets and needs some form of reform, assuming that he was guilty of any of those, yet is not going on trial. But then, if he's innocent, as has been proven in so many cases where some women may, for whatever emotional, psychological, financial reason, would want to put a man, especially a popular and rich man like Mason Greenwood, into some form of trouble, as we've already seen in so many cases, other ongoing criminal cases, especially in football. Look at the Mendy situation, where so many allegations have been dropped against him in court, saying that they were not true. So yeah, as bystanders, as supporters, as fans, we can't play judge and jury. Let me now talk as a fan, as a Man United fan, and my main interest will lie in what our club would want to do going forward. All right, so the club has launched its own investigation. I think the club has conducted itself so well in this Mason Greenwood saga. We've not pressed too many panic buttons. We've just, I'm sure the club is acting on legal advice right from the word go. They have been calm and collected and professional in how they've dealt with the Mason Greenwood situation up until this point, and I think they continue to do so. All I see is the club doing due diligence and having their own private investigations. My hope is that the outcome is that this young, talented, unbelievably talented boy is given a second chance at the club. Mind you, it's not even an easy thing for the club to say, you know what, if because of some form of misconduct, despite the fact that allegations have been dropped against him and all that, we find you to have done something that puts the club's name into disrepute, we want to let you off our books. It's not a straightforward thing. They are liable to suits by the player. So it's not just a straightforward thing saying Manchester United can easily let Mason Greenwood get off their books. That's the legal implications of that is something that the club may not necessarily want to go through. And then we have to look at the fact that Mason Greenwood is a huge asset, despite his talent and all that. He's a huge asset to the club. You're talking about a potential over £100 million assets that you would probably let go, and a rival may actually pick up, despite the history that Mason Greenwood has right now. You wouldn't want to lose such talent to a rival club. It's too much of a risk. So I hope that the boy is put through some form of rehabilitation, reform, whatever word you want to use to call it, and reintroduced back into our football club, gets his head right. Whichever disciplinary codes of conduct that he may have to sign, he has to do that, and then commits to playing football and then not doing anything catastrophic off the pitch for Manchester United. I hope this is the eventual outcome. He would present to us a boy who was groomed by the club from the age whatever, like as a very young kid who has just only known Manchester United when it comes to football. Homegrown talent, a very special homegrown talent. He presents to us the opportunity to have somebody who can play in multiple positions, who can develop to be a truly world-class footballer. So yeah, let's just hopefully put everything behind us, since he's an innocent man. Let's not play judge and jury in this whole situation. We do not know the full details that ensued between him and the girl in question. We just know of certain pictures and stuff that were leaked on the internet that seemed to incriminate Mason Greenwood, but then since we do not know the full story, none of us should be able to play judge and jury in the entire case. So that's my simple take on this. My name is Kwame Chibosiako. I am a doctor. I reside and I currently work in Hamburg, Germany. So yeah, thanks a lot, and hopefully would love to do this again. Cheers. Bye.
Hello guys, my name is Adjoa, and I am here to emphasize on what is circulating on the social media concerning our number 11 and a forwarder of Manchester United, Mason Greenwood, after all charges has been cleared of him, and the board directors of Manchester United whether to give him a second chance or to let him go if he wants to continue his football career. But to my opinion, I think Greenwood should be given a second chance to prove himself. It is a coincidence that happened, but I think this is the time to give him a second chance to prove himself that he is back. He's a very energetic young player. We are aware of what Greenwood can do. He has done it before, and I think he should be given a second chance, Manchester United.
Right, so I'm going to make this very short about Mason Greenwood. I strongly believe that Man United should consider keeping this lad, because he still has a lot of talent in there. I mean, what happened, well, it's rather unfortunate, but I strongly believe that the team should give him an opportunity, to prove himself up until maybe the summer when they can let him go, because even if you look at it on paper, he played 18 matches in 21-22 season, and then out of the 18 matches, he managed 5 goals. Okay, then in the same team, Anthony Martial got to play 8 Premier League matches and then scored 1. So if you do the math on the average, Mason is doing at least a goal in every 3 matches. which is not bad. We've had people like Marshall in the team for a long time, giving them the opportunity. They've not really proven themselves that much, and we still believe in them, and then we are giving them the opportunity even further. So I think Greenwood should be given another chance. Greenwood should be kept in the team, given the opportunity to prove himself. I mean, at worst, up to the summer when maybe suitors come in and then they let him go. He must be given the opportunity, included in the squad, because of course we have many matches to play. We are still in the Europa League matches. We have EFL matches to play. We have FA Cup and all that. So I mean, let's keep him. If we keep using the same materials, they are going to wear out, and that would affect our results at a point. And so I think he should be given the opportunity, because other players have been in the team and have been given countless opportunities, and they've blown them. They are still around. So let's give him the opportunity. What happened was unfortunate. Yeah.
Well, Greenwood is a good player, no doubt about it. But then you don't just behave anyhow because you are a Man United player. I mean, what he did, society frowned on it, the club frowned on it, and I mean, he's facing everything that he did. Keeping him as a Man United player, I don't think it's really necessary, because we've gotten a lot of qualities that are doing better than him. In my opinion, I don't think we should keep him. He's a good player though, but I don't think keeping him or not keeping him will add or take anything away from the club. He should face whatever is facing, and then we should also be Man United as we are. That's my opinion. I don't think keeping him will change anything. That's my opinion.
So there you have it, guys. You heard from some Man United fans in and around Ghana and Germany in one case. And yeah, we seem to be firmly in support of Mason Greenwood. Probably because whenever we put him on the pitch, he delivers. And we hope that if he is given a second chance by the club, he is able to regain his form and never look back. That being said, you cannot deny that it is a red flag being raised, and we hope that Mason learns from this, because it did already cost him a lot, and he does not fall foul of the law anymore, and then he stays as good as he can. I mean, we know it's not easy, but that's not an excuse. Whether you are a public figure or not, the law is not a respecter of people differently from others. It treats everybody fairly, as much as we are aware. So Greenwood should be a model example for others to follow. And with that, I think that is my opinion on the matter. You can share yours in the comment section on YouTube. My YouTube channel is The Brew Show, and The Brew Show can also be found on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and on Twitter. And if you want to connect with me personally, James Bremisa can be found on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and of course on Twitter. It's been a pleasure providing this piece of content to you, and I'll catch you same time next time. Bye.